Hi, my name's Daphne, and I'd like to welcome all the new members that have joined Flourishing Families in the last week. This is a place where I'm hoping to share some of my knowledge. It would be great if you could share yours as well, answering questions and talking about the joy and the not so joy of being a parent, being part of a family. Briefly, I am a parent myself, got a couple of grown up children, I'm a teacher, and I'm a mindfulness based stress reduction coach. That's really awkward to say, which means I teach mindfulness to children at school and to families as well, and really just help with that. Building those family relationships and getting through the everyday difficulties that we have when you're part of a family. So thank you to those of you who sent in some questions. I've decided that the one I'm going to go with today is getting to school, getting out the door in the morning, getting your children to school. And for some of you this week coming, it might be the first day in school for some of your children. Some of you have been doing this for years, and it doesn't get any easier, does it? So I've got some tips for you today about getting into school, getting your child out of the door on time, and trying to overcome that anxiety that we sometimes have in the morning around getting ready. You're running late, they're running late, you forget something, and it really isn't the best start of the day for anybody. So I'm going to liken managing your children, especially in the mornings, as being a manager. Now, bear with me. I want you to have a think to a time that you had a job. I know some of you might not be working at the moment, but think back to a time where you've had a boss. And I want you to think about if you had a really bad boss. Now, it might not be you, there might be somebody you know who once upon a time had a boss that they just did not enjoy working for. And think about what that's like and what that boss might have been like. They're probably somebody who's constantly sitting over you, doesn't really tell you what they're wanting, but is wanting it now. They don't give you any notice of what it is they need you to do. They are probably a bit all over the place. They probably aren't going to be telling you exactly what it is they need you to do. They expect you to know what to do magically, and that you expect it expect it to be done in 5 minutes time. And when you're new somewhere and you don't know what the systems are, then that's going to be really difficult. That's not a pleasant place to work. It just can be quite stressful. And then I want you to compare that to having a really good boss. So somebody who shows you exactly what it is that they want you to do, who talks you through the systems that there are, who tells you about deadlines with plenty of time, who even explains why certain things need to be done. They're going to help you through, but then they're going to tell you what they want and when they need it by, but then they're going to leave you to it, understanding that you need to work things out for yourself. Now, I hope you see where I'm going with this. I'm not saying any of you are terrible bosses at all. I was just, trying to think of the extreme here. And we've all had those days, haven't we? So have a think about that good boss, that person who really knows how to get the best out of the people around them. And it really is about letting your child know exactly what it is they need to do. Now, small children, actually big children, and I talk as the parent of children in their 20s, big children and even partners, when you say, can you do this? They are not necessarily able to break down what that means, and that's called executive function. So executive function is being able to manage your time. It's being able to know what you need to do to complete a task. So if you saying to a child, can you get dressed, you know the steps that need to be involved in that. For a child, they might not think about all the things that they need to do around that you need to get your things out the cupboard, you need to have things clean, things need to be put in the wash the night before. So, and if you have a child or an adult who's neurodiverse, ADHD, ASD, then executive function is even a bigger thing for them. It really is a struggle to understand time scale, to understand how to break down a task. So the first tip I have for you is break down tasks. So if you are saying, I need you to get ready, then have a system. This could be the night before, getting a box with all the things in it that they're going to need the next day. It might be their clothes, it might be reading books and homework and a snack for school. Everything is ready in one place, so we're not rushing around trying to find things. So be organised. That can be having an alarm as well. You could have a countdown. So instead of saying, I need you to hurry up, it's a case of you have, when the clock, makes a sound or an alarm or whatever, give them 10 minutes. You have until then to do it, so that the person, the child or the adult, and I suffer from this myself, can see the countdown, can understand. Sand timer works just as well, or a counter on a clock. They can see the time counting down. So that's the first tip. Think about breaking tasks down. The second one is your expectation. What are you expecting? If your child has always struggled, then it's not suddenly magically going to change. So you need to have your expectations of what you think that they should be able to do in the time and by when. Have you shown them exactly what you mean by getting ready? Have you told them exactly what that is and why it's important? Talk to them about the expectations and what you need them to do and how they need to do it. So that's the second one. So the first one, executive function, break tasks down. Second one is expectation. Are you having realistic expectations, and are you explaining what you're wanting? And the third one, which might sound a bit strange, is gratitude. I did a little post about this a couple of days ago. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You can wake up going, oh my Lord, it's Monday, I've got to get to school, we're going to be late and it's the end of the world. Or you can go, okay, today is a good day. I'm going to be grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the birds outside. I'm grateful I have children. I'm grateful I woke up this morning and I can breathe. I am grateful I have a car to get me to school. I'm grateful I have shoes, a cup of coffee. It can be the simplest things. But if you can go into that morning with a positive mindset and having calmed yourself and prepared, it is much easier than when your child is then creating some difficulty and some behaviours that you're not wanting. If you are able to come to them from a calm place, it will make all the difference to how they then react to you. If you can be calmly asking rather than shouting, and if you've ever had anybody shouting at you, you soon shut off. So it's not going to help. And if you've tried it before and it's not helped, it's not going to do it today. So if you can have that gratitude, so that third point is have that gratitude and start off with a positive attitude and take that into your day. And when you feel yourself getting a bit irate, anxious, go back to it. What am I grateful for? Take some big breaths into your stomach, and really try and go with that positive attitude. Okay, so I've got some resources around this. If you would like them, then can you send me a message with your email address, or you can go onto my website and you can contact me from there. That website's called Head Heart Happiness. Also on there, if you're interested, you could book a call with me, and we can have a chat through any issues you're going through at the moment. And happy to talk to you about that at any point. So do contact me if I can help you with that. In the meantime, you're doing great. You're doing a wonderful job. Even when it doesn't go right, that was today, didn't go right. Tomorrow we start again. Every day we start again. Okay. So I would say good luck, but you're not going to need it. Just be amazing. Be you. You've got this, and have an amazing day. It's lovely to connect with you. Take care.